with the release of Stranger Things Season 2 tomorrow, I decided to rewatch the first season and review it for you guys. So Stranger Things Season 1 was the most unexpected show, I think. The surprise of it was I've ever seen. I caught on to Stranger Things before it got insanely popular. You know, I saw some reports online about, oh, Stranger Things comes to Netflix. I'm like, what the hell is this? Watched the first episode, was really intrigued, loved the 80s vibe with the bikes and all that. I love that stuff. Super 8, awesome. Super 8 is good, but it is amazing, and it's the same kind of vibe here. And I love Stranger Things Season 1. I really dig the story of Will Byers going missing and the whole upside down aspect and Eleven and all that stuff. I'm going to talk about this show as if you've seen it, and it's not necessarily going to be a spoiler review because I'm not going to touch on every plot point or anything, but I'm just going to talk about the things that I liked in the show. It's been out for a year. It's the biggest show on Netflix, I think, so if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? And if you're not excited for Season 2, what are you doing? I really liked what they did with the bully storyline. You think Nancy goes for this bully in the show, and it's kind of against her whole school life and social personality. But she goes out with this bully, Steve Harrington. He's not a bully, he's just kind of a jock douchebag. She goes out with this guy, and then she ends up kind of falling in that crowd, and then her friend Barb, poor Barb. Her friend Barb is sort of like, yeah, you really shouldn't go down this lane here. But she doesn't. She stays true to who she is, and you, by the end of it, Steve Harrington is kind of a likable guy. Like, he's not a dick. He ditches his friends, and he goes right back with Nancy and Jonathan too, and they all kind of buddy up and fight the Demogorgon in the house. All the kids, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas, not Will because Will is gone for the whole show, but the chemistry between all of them is so good. It's just like the Losers Club, except this came before, but it's obviously inspired by it and Stephen King, and I don't know. Finn Wolfhard is awesome. The other two actors are great. Eleven, Millie Bobby Brown, scene stealer. She's the best. She's the best character in the whole show. I love Eleven, and I can't wait to see how Eleven factors into this next season. Eleven's great. The one character who kind of takes us out of the show a few times is Joyce, Winona Ryder's character. She is a little bit over the top at times, but I get it. You know, everybody would act like that if their son went missing, but she's just a little bit too... She's in a different show sometimes. But by the end of it, you wind up... She tones it down a lot after, like, episode 5, I would say. And then she really comes into her own, and she is a lot better in the show. I'm not saying Winona Ryder was bad. I'm just saying the way she acted, and it didn't always work because she's so hysterical and so over the top and so crazy. I get it, that's the character, but, you know, just a few times it took me out of it, but she's really good. Upon second watch, there's a very horrible exposition scene between Eleven's mother's sister and Joyce and Chief Hopper. There's a huge exposition scene talking about Eleven and, you know, where she came from, who she is, and what the whole laboratory is about. I could have done without it. I like the mystery, but that's like my one gripe with this show. It's like Joyce is sometimes over the top in the exposition scene. Everything else is near perfect. It's so good, and I love the 80s vibe. The little cherry picking of each, like, 80s franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street, Stephen King, you know, all that Poltergeist, all that stuff is just pulled beautifully from nostalgia, and it makes you like, oh yeah, this was in E.T. and this was in Poltergeist. I love it. And it really makes you kind of appreciate the 80s, really. And it really is a huge love letter to the 80s. And I really loved that whole vibe of it. And that's kind of dangerous to make a show about 4 kids trying to look for another kid, because it could be a bit unbelievable. The kid actors may not be good, and they might be a little bit ridiculous, but everything works in this show, and it's perfect. And even the storyline that I thought I was going to totally tune out with was Jonathan and Nancy like going to the upside down in that one episode, and I was just like, this could lose me. And then the whole, like, Jonathan being weird, taking pictures of him, and then she forgives him and all that. But you really wind up just loving all the characters and really connecting with them and wanting to see what happens next. Even Will, who's only in like 2 episodes, is great. Season 1 is one of the best standalone seasons of TV that I've ever seen. I love Stranger Things. I can't wait to see season 2. What did you guys think of season 1? Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of it. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you not even see it? Let me know what you thought of Stranger Things season 1, and I will be back with you very soon to review season 2, hopefully by Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Sound off in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.